Today is the last day to get any assumptions and questions in for my, I'm going to be doing it with the gingerbread house. So I'm going to make a gingerbread house and I'm going to chat to you guys whilst I'm doing it. So yeah, today's the last day to do that because I am filming it this evening. So yeah, definitely let me know if you have any questions, because that is the perfect time to address them, because I'll have a whole video where I can ramble about veganism and I quite like talking about it. So yeah, please ask me some vegan questions because I would love it.
Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing a vegan Christmas food review, which I'm so excited about, partly because I haven't eaten all day. I've literally had a couple of advent calendar treats because I've got quite a few different ones. But apart from that, I've literally had a tea and advent calendars. So I'm very, very hungry. So these are going to be very honest reviews. So I've got quite a few bits. Most of it is like the component of your Christmas dinner. So like what you would replace chicken for. So I've tried to find like bigger items that people can literally like swap out the chicken for this, and then they can have like the Yorkshires, or I mean I've got vegan Yorkshires to try. And then you can have like little snack bits. So I've got some mince pies, I've got some sausage rolls. These are all from Sainsbury's. I never normally shop at Sainsbury's. I am so loyal to Tesco's, but I found that the odd time that I've gone to Tesco's, I haven't sort of found anything that I solidly like for Christmas. All the Linda McCartney stuff is in Tesco's. You can definitely find that. But some of this stuff I'm thinking that is really good, and yeah, I'm excited to try it. So firstly, I'm going to show you all the boxes so that you know what to look out for if you want to buy them, because it's the sort of thing where some of it doesn't look like Christmas stuff until you actually look at it and realise it's like a roast or something like that. So I'm just going to show you what I got, and then we're going to go ahead and try them all. For those of you who don't know, I've been vegan for 2.5 years now, coming up in Christmas, and then I was vegetarian for 3 years before that, and most of this stuff has only come out this year, which is really surprising. So I've had quite a few years where I literally would just have the vegetables, the stuffing, the Yorkshires, and then maybe some vegetarian sausages, which really just doesn't do it for me. I will have those as well as this stuff because I do love quite a full Christmas dinner, like with literally a plate just jam-packed of stuff. So I'll have elements of this stuff, but then I will probably also have maybe some Linda McCartney sausages, like the red onion stuffing ones are delicious. So yeah, I'm quite surprised at how much has come out this year, and I really think they're starting to make it more of like an appealing kind of thing, and it's even with like the packaging and stuff and the way the items look. Sometimes they just sort of make a sausage and it just looks not that nice, whereas all this stuff looks relatively nice. So I'm just editing this video and I wanted to quickly add in, so on the topic of new items coming out this year, also I've seen, for those of you that don't know the brand, there's a brand called Free From Kitchen Co, which is basically loads of different like sweet treats, and I've only seen them this year, so I think they're a pretty new company. But they do bars of chocolate, so they do white chocolate, normal chocolate, like milk chocolate and dark chocolate. And then they've also started doing advent calendars. I got one of the selection boxes, which I got for my mum to give me to Christmas. And they also do like mini chocolate bars, like snack kind of ones, opposed to a whole bar. But they're a really good company for Christmas treats, especially if someone wants like a stocking filler for you, and they're really cheap as well. It's like £1 for a big bar of chocolate. So, and the advent calendars are like £3-4. Not the advent calendars, sorry, the selection boxes are about £3, and the advent calendars were £2.50, but I got both of mine for 48p because I got them on the 7th of December. But yeah, I just wanted to add that in because there are some sweet treat like companies that are doing really good vegan stuff as well. So this video was just like Christmas dinner food, but if you want to hear about like Christmas snacks and like selection boxes, chocolates, stocking fillers, that kind of thing, relating to like vegan sweets as well as chocolate, then let me know and I will do a video on it, because I will happily eat a bunch of sweets and chocolate for you. And I can show like different snacks as well, so like crisps, ones that are accidentally vegan, biscuits, also ones that are accidentally vegan, because there are so many that people don't know about. So yeah, let me know. I'm gonna show you the boxes now. So the first thing we've got is this butternut squash and chickpea Wellington, which supposedly looks like this, but I will show you in a minute. It actually looks a lot nicer, like it's quite a bit more like puffy. So yeah, and this is the size of this box. So this probably does about 4 portions. My mum cut it in half because I couldn't, and I've got half, which is probably enough for 2, especially if you're having other things with it. You definitely don't need a whole half. But it says it's filled with sweet and festive cranberries and red onions as well. So I'm looking forward to this one. And this was £2.50, which, considering the size of it, is very, very good, because you could get 4 portions out of it. So definitely like that one so far. Next one is the, it says, this is another thing, when you buy the Linda McCartney stuff, definitely check the packaging, because a lot of it will be called vegetarian sausages, vegetarian this, but it's actually vegan, and it says it on the front, but it's just a little bit smaller than the word vegetarian. I don't quite understand why they have the difference. I'm not sure if it's to make it more appealing to people, or yeah, I've got no idea, but for some reason they call it vegetarian even though it's vegan. So this is the vegetarian beef roast with red wine and shallot glaze, which looks like this. And as you can see down here, it says, if I can get it to focus, it says that it's suitable for vegans. I can't get it to focus, my camera's playing up, but yeah, it says here suitable for vegans, so we know that that one's all right. Then we have the, and that one was £3.50, but again, it is massive. It does about 4 portions, more expensive than the lattice, but I think it's, obviously we'll see whether it tastes better as to whether it was worth it. Then we've got these, again, vegetarian turkey and cranberry plats, but down here, that's what the little heart is, it says that it's suitable for vegans. So another one that is. You get 2 in here, they're quite big, they're probably the size of half of one of the lattices or the roast. So again, it's quite well priced considering how much you get, because the roast is £3.50 and this was £1.50 and you get 2. So if these are good, I'm probably going to get these again because it's cheaper. Then these are more of like, they could be a snack, they could go with your Christmas dinner if you wanted to, but they would be perfect for like, we have buffets from Christmas Day, Boxing Day, New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, so we like to have a lot of buffet food. So I got these because I thought my mum can make them and then put them in the buffet. So these are festive stacks, and you get 2, and this is what they look like. They do look slightly different, you will see in a minute. I think I overcooked them a little bit, but these were £2 and you get 2. So again, they're quite reasonably priced. If it tastes good, then it's worth it. If it doesn't, then it is quite small considering the price of it. Then I got these meat-free vegan sausage rolls, which is a massive bag of them. It doesn't say how many you get. It says approximately 13 servings. And I think 1 serving is 2 rolls, so I think you probably get about 25-ish. And these were, I haven't written it down, which is helpful. Let me just check that. They're £1.75, which is really good because they're perfect for like after dinner buffets and snacks. So, and because you get so many, it's definitely worth it. Then the last thing I got was these. These are new. So I really don't like mince pies. I have a thing about them. I can't stand them. So I was thinking that I might try these because I'm not sure whether they're going to be trying to be mince pies and therefore I probably wouldn't like them, or whether they're going to taste better. So these are Oggs luxury handmade mince pies, and you get 4. And they look like this, and they've got Christmas packaging and everything. And these were £2.50 and you get 4. But if you think about it, most mince pies are kind of £2-3 anyway, and considering they're vegan, usually that means that they're going to be more expensive than your average mince pie. So I think that's pretty good. And then I've got some gravy here, which I'm going to be putting in the Yorkshires to taste test them. And this is just Tesco's free from vegetable gravy, and it's fully vegan, and I think it's about £1. So definitely recommend that for Christmas. They have it all year round, so I will have it all year round. But yeah, for Christmas there's usually loads of it in stock. You don't have to worry about it going out of stock. So that will be going with the Yorkshires, and maybe with the roast, because it's a little bit dry, like it's looking a little bit dry. So again, I think I may have overcooked it slightly because it had a glaze, and the glaze doesn't seem to be very watery. So I'm not sure if that's overcooked or whether that's just the way that it turns out. It depends. Again, I've never had these before, so that might be why. So we're going to start with the smaller ones because that's easier. So this is a little sausage roll. So all the pastry is really nice and puffy, which I absolutely love, because sometimes they can just fall a bit flat and not look very nice, whereas this one actually looks quite appetizing. I don't know what they have in them. Let me just check. So this is soya protein wrapped in a flaky puff pastry. So it's like soya style Cumberland sausage, it says. They are really good. I always find that sausage rolls just give me like a bit of a dry mouth because they are quite dry. So I don't think it's necessarily the actual like meat-free ones doing that. I think it's just sausage rolls in general, but they are really good. I would probably give them maybe like a 6, because the filling, it's nice, but it doesn't have like strong like stuffing-y red onion flavour, which most sausage rolls do. I do usually get my sausage rolls from Tesco's just because I really like them from there, and my mum buys all the Christmas food from there, so it's just easier, because if she's doing it then she can order mine for me and then it saves on delivery. But considering I've got 26 of them now, I probably will eat these because I'm gonna have to, because I've got to get rid of them somehow. So we've had one of those. We'll go back and eat the other one in a minute. I'm going to taste one of the Yorkshires. So I'm just putting a bit of gravy in it. So this is what it looks like. They're not particularly big. They're like average size ones. Because I know with normal Yorkshires you can get the giant ones, which you can put like vegetables and stuff in. Some people stuff them with stuffing and meat and other things like that. But these are quite small. This one's gone a little bit flat. So I don't know how I'm going to put any gravy in that. We might not. So let's have a little taste of this. Oh, that's actually very good. Also, for those of you wondering, because it's not necessarily for vegans, it's also suitable for gluten-free and wheat-free, which most vegan foods are, which is quite helpful for people that are, I think someone at my work has it, I think it's celiac, where you're like gluten intolerant. And yeah, so these are good for you as well, and they're pretty cheap, so they're actually really, really good. There's also no vegetables in this little dinner that I'm having, which is quite unhealthy, but all of the gravy is just coming out and going all over the plate. Right, now I'm going to have a go at the 3 bigger pieces. So I'm just going to quickly show you because I can't lift them up. They're not like individual things. So this is the plat and this is the roast. As you can see, I was saying it's like a little bit dry. So I'm not sure whether with a bit of gravy it will be nicer. This is the tart. And then that is the lattice. So, no, that's the plat and that's the lattice. Getting confused. So, yeah, as you can see, they're quite big portions compared to like the plate. So if you had all of that, you would be very full. So, yeah, any of them I think would be a good option for Christmas. So let's see which one's the best, and then I'll give you a little rating. Right, so I'm going to turn the light on because it's getting a bit dark in here because it's 3 o'clock, which is quite not late, but it's still getting dark. So we have our knife and fork, and I'm going to go for the roast first just because I've never had it. My mum bought one last year because they had these out last year. It was pretty much the only vegan item, but I don't remember eating it. I mean, I might have, but I don't remember, so I'm just going to dip it in the gravy. This is kind of weird, but so I'm going to get the jug, and this is only for me, so I think it's fine, but I'm just going to dip it in, and it's quite a big portion, so that is very good. Bearing in mind it is a little bit cold because I had other things to do. I had to take Cleo to puppy class after I cooked this stuff, so it is all a little bit cold. I tried to warm it up, but yeah, I think this would be really, really nice when it's warm, and you can definitely taste the red wine. Not too much, like suitable for kids and all that, but it's definitely got a hint of it, which is quite a nice flavour. It's a nice texture as well. I know I said it was dry, but it's really not. It's not like with the gravy, which is what you have with like a Christmas dinner. You like douse it in gravy, have all your vegetables. I can just imagine it being really, really good. So I think that is probably, I never give stuff a 10 because I'm stingy, so I think that's probably an 8. That's what I'm going to go for. Price also comes into it, so I'm going to try the lattice, and then because it's cheaper it might be a better option. So let's have a go at this. I can't remember what this one was. I think it was cranberry and something. So we've got a big piece of it. We've got a bit of pastry, we've got a bit of everything. We're dipping it in the gravy. Oh, I really like that. That's really surprising. So you can definitely taste the butternut squash, but I absolutely love butternut squash. So I think that's a really nice combination. It's kind of fruity, and obviously it's a lattice, which is kind of like the cranberry lattices that they do. I think it's to make it a bit more fruity and sweet for Christmas, but I really like that. And the pastry is nice, because that's the thing, sometimes when you're making it gluten-free and wheat-free, the pastry can be dry. It's like gluten-free bread. Usually it's quite dry, but this is really, really good. Love it. This is literally going to be my dinner tonight. I'm not going to the gym. I've decided to go tomorrow, Tuesday and Friday to my PT sessions. There's one tonight, but you either do tonight or tomorrow. And because I'm eating this, I decided to go tomorrow. So that is a bite of that. And now we're going to go on to the plat, which is the turkey and cranberry plat, which also has cranberry in it. That one was butternut squash, and it had a little bit of cranberry in, so we're going to go to the other one and see whether it's better, because it is £1 cheaper. So let's do that now. So I'm just going to cut a little bit off of this plat. The pastry is definitely, like, there's definitely more of it on this because it is a plat, so it's like wrapped around, so probably 60% of it is pastry, whereas the other one you get more like filling than you do pastry. So it just depends what you prefer. Some people really like lattice pies and stuff. I definitely do. So let's have a taste. We've got gravy on it. That's really good. I really like that. My gravy's gone a little bit cold, but it's still good. That's really nice. The cranberry isn't that prominent, which I don't mind because I'm not the biggest fan of it. Like the lattice that I just tried, that was more butternut squash than cranberry, which I quite like because I'm not sure that I like sweet things in a savoury item. So I think I'd prefer if the cranberry was like a tiny little hint rather than like a whole plate load of it. That is really, really good. That's probably an 8 as well, because that's really good. I'm really scared to try this mince pie. I keep seeing it in the corner of my eye thinking, ugh, I'm really not sure about that. Just because I've literally never had them before. I've never actually eaten mince pies, that's the thing. I dislike them so much, but I've never tried one. I've just smelt them, and like the mince meat smell has just really put me off. So I'm going to be trying the festive stack. So I didn't actually tell you what was in this. So it's got sweet potato, green lentils, sweet cranberries, and creamy cheddar cheese. That's worrying. Oh, I didn't read the packet. This is vegetarian. So for the vegans out there, do not buy that one. I'm not the strictest person with veganism and vegetarianism. Even though I've been doing it for 2.5 years, I've definitely had my fair share of slip-ups. And I think that if you sort of like make someone feel really, really bad about those slip-ups, then they're just gonna say, well, why am I bothering? Like, I'll just quit and I won't even be vegan anymore. So I don't think I need the dairy in my diet. It's not that I slip up and eat it because I think, oh, you know, I could do with a bit of milk. It's just because I crave it, and sometimes you can't like satisfy that craving without actually having it. But I've bought these now. There's only 2. For the purpose of this video, I'm gonna eat it so that the vegetarians out there will know whether it's good. But everything else is vegan. I didn't realise that wasn't. I'm kind of really annoyed about that though, because I was really looking forward to eating it. And yeah, I did wonder because it looked like it had some kind of cheese on it, but I thought that it was maybe vegan cheese. But we all make mistakes. So yes, if you're vegan, don't buy the stack. Definitely don't buy it. So I literally had the tiniest bite. That was the most cranberry flavoured item I have ever tasted. All I could taste was cranberry and cheddar. Bearing in mind I don't eat cheese. Like, when I do slip up, I have chocolate. So I probably haven't had cheese, like even after a slip up, for at least like a year, since last Christmas when I probably had like a cheese cracker or something. And that is so strong. It's like runny cheese, and it says cheddar, but that is so strong. I think it was mature cheddar. But it's got like that funny, I don't know, you might not know, but you know when cheese has that really funny like flavour and smell? I just don't like it. That is literally, I'm sorry Sainsbury's, that is like a 2 out of 10. Like, if it didn't have the cheese in it, it would actually be maybe semi-okay. But it just depends what you like, because I don't eat cheese for one. I'm not a fan of cranberry, as I just said with the other 2. And it's just got a funny taste about it and a funny texture, so I'm really not sure about that one. And for the price of it, because I think it was like £2.50, I can't remember, I said it earlier. Yeah, I'm really not sure about that one. Yeah, wouldn't recommend that one. All the others, a star. I absolutely love all the others. So now we have the star of the show, which is this Oggs mince pie. I'm quite worried about this because I just don't like them, and I'm not sure whether I'm going to have 4 of these to eat, even though I don't like them. So I might end up having to give them to someone at work, because there's a girl at work that's gluten-free, so like she eats gluten-free, so maybe she'll want them. They do smell a little bit funny, but maybe it's just like the mincemeat, or not mincemeat, but like whatever they've put in it. Yeah, they're only 178 calories per pie, which seems pretty good. So I'm gonna have a bite of this mince pie and let's see how it tastes. Actually not that bad. I'm pleasantly surprised. That's what it looks like on the inside. It's not focusing, but it's got like sultanas and raisins and currants and stuff in it. It's actually a really nice flavouring. I'm quite surprised. I don't know if normal mince pies are different to that because I've never tried one. But like 20 years without mince pie, and that's what I've been missing out on. They're actually quite good. I'm kind of looking forward to that now because I have 4 and I can actually eat them. I was worried that I was going to have to give them away but yeah, this is so much nicer. They're really good. I've got my cup of tea. Really impressed by that. I'm going to save that because I need to eat the other stuff. I literally have so much left. I'll quickly show you. Look how much I have left. And then on this plate, I have loads as well. Yeah, we have a lot left. So that's what I'm going to be doing now. So I hope you found this helpful. I know that I tend to ramble a little bit, and I apologise about the festive tart. I'm really annoyed that that wasn't vegan because I was thinking that it might be quite good because I thought it was vegan cheese. I was thinking that might be quite good for people because having like a cheese alternative in something Christmassy is quite nice, but unfortunately it's not. So yes, I hope you found this helpful, and I will see you in the next Vlogmas video. If you have any questions about veganism or like why I went vegan and all that kind of stuff, then please comment down below because I would love to tell you more about it. Also, today is the last day to get any assumptions and questions in for my, I'm going to be doing it with the gingerbread house. So I'm going to make a gingerbread house and I'm going to chat to you guys whilst I'm doing it. So yeah, today's the last day to do that because I am filming it this evening. So yeah, definitely let me know if you have any questions because that is the perfect time to address them, because I'll have a whole video where I can ramble about veganism and I quite like talking about it. So yeah, please ask me some vegan questions because I would love it. So yeah, see you tomorrow for the next video. Bye!
You a Merry